first is canonical form. So canonical form, and second is index of the canonical form, the index of a quadratic form. Now we already did in the previous question, the previous lecture, if it is any real nonlinear transformation, if by any real non-singular linear transformation a real quadratic form is expressed as sum and difference of squares of the new variables then the latter expression is called canonical form of the canonical form. So this is called a canonical form. So this, remember that. So that latter expression is called a canonical form. So this can be written as, for example, x1 square, suppose x2 square, these are the positive terms, plus xs square, these are the positive terms, and negative term minus x s plus 1 square, so on, minus x n square. So this is a canonical form. This is a sum and difference of the square of the new variables. After that, what is the index of the quadratic form? So how we can find the index of quadratic form? So what is index of the quadratic form? So number of positive square is called the index of the quadratic form. Now, for example, in this example, 1, 2, the positive squares are s. So what is index of this quadratic form? So that is equal to s. So just remember, so this is a index of the quadratic form. Now what is its rank? So rank is total number of variables. so that is n. If it is r, then it is the rank is r. So that is rank, and here it is this is a index, so that is the difference between these two values. Now in some question my aim is to find the rank and index. So when the quadratic form is shifted into canonical form, so number of variable is called a rank. So that is, if here this term is up to r, so rank is r. If the number of positive term is called index. So that is the just difference. So remember that. So in this way we can find the rank and index of a quadratic form. So first I will shift into diagonal form. So shifted, then find the rank and the index of the given quadratic form. So this is very important type. So I just discussed the basic. Now the statement of the question is reduce. First step is reduce the quadratic form, reduce the forms which is quadratic form x square plus 2y square plus 3z square plus 2xy 2yz plus next term is minus 2zx. So this is a quadratic form. So reduce this quadratic form to canonical form. So that is my first step, canonical form. So reduce it into canonical form, and also find rank and index. So this is very important type and expected for examination. So this question is asked in the Guru Nanak Dev University, GNDU, in 2010. So this is very important type. So just understand this type. So we already done in the previous lecture how we can reduce it in the form of canonical form. Now first, this is our quadratic form. So the corresponding matrix of this quadratic form. So first find the corresponding matrix. So diagonal entries are 1, 2 and 3. So this is a 1, 2, first row, second column, 2 divided by 2, which is 1. First row, second column. Here it is again 1. Now this is a second row, third column. So again 2. So this is 1 and this is 1 divided by 2. This is minus 1. So the remaining is minus 1 and minus 1. So this is a corresponding symmetric matrix of this quadratic form. Now I will convert or reduce into the canonical form. So to find the new transformation. So as we did in the previous result, so what is A? A can be written as I dash into A into I. So it implies, first write this matrix I, A. So what is A? Which is 1, 1, minus 1, 1, 2, 1, minus 1 and 1 and 3. Here I matrix, transpose of I. So this is 1, 0, 0, 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A matrix, and this is again identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is equation number 1. Now I will reduce into diagonal form, reduce this matrix into diagonal form by applying the row and column operation. So when I will apply row operation, it will affect this matrix. When I will apply the column operation, then it will affect this identity matrix. Now to make these values 0, so I will operate the row operation R2 minus R1 and R number 2 R3 plus R1. So it means the first row is same 1 1 and minus 1, number 1, and when operate at this point, so difference is 0, again this is 0, so just operate, difference is 2 minus 1 1 and 1 minus 1, this is 2, here adding, this is a 2 and adding, so it is again 2. So I get this values 1 1 minus 1 1 2 1 minus 1, and next term is 0 2 and 2. So these are the row operation. Now row operation will affect these matrix. So row operation will affect these matrix. So I apply this row operation at this matrix. So first is 1 0 0 is same, and second is just subtracting, so minus 1 1 and 0, and third is adding, so 1 0 and 1. So adding this R1 to R3, just 1 0 1, and subtracting this from this, so this is a minus 1 1 and 0, this values. Now if I would like to make this term 0 here, if I would like to make these terms 0 here, then it will operate a column operation. So that is here. So first column is write 1 0 0, right? Now if I apply the column operation here, so this will be, I write it here, 1 is C2 minus C1 and second is C3 plus C1. This is, so this will become a 0. So this term will be 0, this term will be 0. So just, and here this will be, here C2 minus C1. So this is minus 1, 1 and 0. In the this last term, which is a plus. So this is plus means 1 0 and 1. So I apply both operation, which is a column as well as row operation. So both apply in a one step. So just correct this, so just write this is in this way. So this is a, so here now remove this. If I remove, so this term, so this is a, so here this is a 0 and 0, this values. Now my aim to make this term is 0. So first I apply row operation, then I will apply column operation. So in order to apply row operation, so I write R3 minus 2R2, this is row operation. So first is this values. So in this case, first and second row, there is no problem, 0, 1, 2. And next is we will apply to the third. So this is 0 and minus 2 and this will become 0, minus 2 minus 4 plus 2. So this is a minus 2. Now in this case, the row operation is applicable to this matrix. So if row operation is applicable to this matrix, first matrix, so I will operate here. So first 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1 and 0, no problem. Now here this is R3 minus 2R1. So R3 minus 2R2. So R3, so minus 2, this is a 3. So minus 2, 0 minus 2, right? So again minus 2, so this is a 1. Now to make this term 0, so I will apply the operation C3 minus 2C2. So I apply here, so this will become a 0. So if I apply here, so this term will become a 0. So if this term will become a 0, I write this is 0 by using this column operation. So this is a 1, 0, 0, first column, second column, same minus 1, 1 and 0. And what is the third column? So it will change. So C3 minus 2. So when we multiply by minus 2, so minus 2 and add to this. So this will become minus 1, 0 and 1. So no change at this place, only change at this place. So I get this values. Now my aim, so it is a diagonal matrix. So here 1, 1 and minus 2. If it is a diagonal matrix, so I find this values. So this is a 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0 and minus 1, 1, 0, 3 minus 2, 1, 1 minus 1 and here 0, 1 minus 2 and 0, 0 this values. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So I got this values. So I find one, I check once again check that 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 2. So again next is 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1 and 0 and here it is, so I operated R3 plus R1. So R3 is here. So I operated R3 plus R1, R3 plus R1. So R3 minus 2 R1, R3 is this. So R3 is this term, 1 minus 3. So it will be minus 1. So just I have some problem at that 3 minus 2, 1, right? So 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 1, 0. So here there is some problem at this place. So I just check C3, this is C3, C3 is 1, 0, 1, C3 and to make this operator C3 minus 2C, 2C2, here. So C3 minus 2C2, so 1 plus 2 it will be 3. So just correct this. So I operated C3 minus 2C2, so just correct it. So this is again, this will be minus 2, this will be minus 2 and this will be 1. So just I operated C3 minus 2C1, but basically I would like to operate C3 minus 2C2. So make the correction 3 minus 2 and 1. Now we see that, so these matrices are transposed to each other. So this is a transpose to each other. So this matrix can be written as, this is a diagonal matrix. If I write it as B matrix, And what is this? It is a P dash matrix, and this is A, and this is a P matrix. So I reduce it into diagonal form. So what is B matrix? B matrix is the diagonal matrix whose diagonal entries are 1, 1 and -2. And what is P matrix? So here I find the P matrix. So P matrix is equal to 1 0 0. So here this matrix is 1 0 0. So this is a 1 0 0. If I write from this 1 0 0, and next is -1 -1 1 0, and third is 3 -2 and 1. So this is a P matrix, and this is a diagonal matrix B. Now what is the linear transformation? So linear transformation will become, with the help of diagonal, if I write x, y, z, so these are the already term, and this will be P matrix, and this will be into new variable, so that is a x dash, y dash and z dash. So this is 1 -1 3 0 1 and -2 and 0 0 and 1, right? Now simplify this equation. So we get x is equal to x dash minus y dash plus 3z dash, and second is y, which is equal to y dash minus 2z dash, and third is z, which is equal to z dash. So I get this transformation, linear transformation, that transform the new equation, which is equal to, from this diagonal entries, so that is will become a x dash square plus y dash square, and third is diagonal entry -2, so -2 z dash square. So this is a canonical form. So this is a canonical form, that is reproduced from this B matrix, that is x dash square plus y dash square -2 z square dash square de barabar. Now here the number of variable are 1, 2 and 3. So what is its rank? So rank is equal to 3. Now how we can find the index? Index is the number of positive terms. So positive terms are 1 and 1, 2. So positive terms are 2. So index is a 2. So this equation is, this linear transformation is transformed to this. So this the linear transformation, I write transformation, this is transform to this canonical form, which is equal to x dash square plus y dash square -2z square. So from this we find the rank and index. How we can find the rank? So rank is the number of variable, that is 1, 2 and 3. And what is index? Index is the number of positive terms. So positive terms are 2, so which is a index. So this type is very important. So just remember the method, reduce to the canonical form and find the rank and index of any transformation. So just remember, for this method is applicable to every question in which the question is asked as reduce to canonical form, canonical form and find rank and index. So every question will be solved with this method. So this type is very important. Now after that, we will discuss some important terms so that we will use in the next lecture. Now we know that the quadratic form. So I will write in the quadratic form. Suppose this is Q, which is x dash a into x. So this is a quadratic form. If I write this is a real quadratic form, suppose quadratic form. So this is a real quadratic form. If it is a real quadratic form in n variables, we already in n variables with rank, suppose with rank r and index s. So with rank r and index s, this form is said to be, remember all the things. Number one, this form is said to be positive definite. First step, positive definite. Number one, if positive definite. Number two, it is a negative definite, right? Number three, positive semi-definite. Number four, negative semi-definite. So just remember the formula, then we will get the result. Now if R is equal to n, means rank is equal to total number of variable, and also index is also equal to n, then it is a positive definite. So just remember, if R is equal to n and S is equal to n, so this is a positive definite. If R is equal to n and S is equal to 0, then it is a negative definite, right? If S is equal to total number of variable, then it is a positive. If S is equal to 0, then it is a negative. And semi-definite, if R is less than n, in both cases, but S is R here of this kind, S is equal to R, and here S is equal to 0. So just remember all the formula. So then we will find the this quadratic form is a positive definite, negative definite, or positive semi-definite and positive negative semi-definite. So this is a very important type. So it will be asked as show that the given form, then assume that is it a positive definite or negative definite. So just we will go through the previous question. Now here we get this kind of result. So what is rank? Rank is R. What is index? Index is S. So what we get? What is n? N is number of variable, which is equal to 3, right? Now what is here? Here n and R are equal. number 1. So n and r are equal. First I get 3, 3. And second index, so which is s. So this is s index, which is equal to 2. So s is equal to r. Here, check that. What is r? R is 3. So s is equal to r. So just see the formula, what we get. So s is also equal to r. Also s is equal to n. So both are the same values. S is equal to n. Right? So n is equal to here, n is equal to r. So this is n is equal to r. This both are same. And s is equal to, so s is not equal to n. So here it is not equal to n. So here s is equal to not equal to r and not equal to n. So here, so I just prove with some this example, this values. Now if I have this kind of situation, y1 square, y2 square plus yn square, first, and second is minus y1 square minus y2 square and minus yn square. So it is a positive definite, you can check that. It is a negative definite. Now third is y1 square plus y2 square plus yr square, this value, where r is less than 1. And last is minus y1 square minus y2 square and minus yr square, and r is less than n. So this is a simple, if all terms are positive, then it is a positive definite. If all terms are negative, and it is a negative definite. But if n is, if this number of terms is less than n, then it is a semi-definite, positive semi-definite and negative semi-definite. Now in the our question that we did in the previous example, now here it is not a positive definite, not a negative definite, because it has neither all positive terms or negative terms. It has 2 positive terms and 1 negative term. So this is not a case of this kind of equation. So in this way we can find the positive semi-definite and negative definite. So we can classify the following quadratic form: a definite, semi-definite and indefinite. So in this way we can find our result. So to find such kind of question, so what is the statement of the given question is classify. So statement of this is, I repeat once again, so classify the following quadratic form, the following quadratic form as definite, semi-definite, and indefinite. So these are 3 cases, indefinite. So if it is not a positive and negative, then it is indefinite. And the given equation is 2x square plus 2y square plus 3z square minus 4yz minus 4zx, and then minus 2xy, right? Now solution. So this is a given quadratic form. So I will do this question again. So what is its corresponding matrix of the quadratic form? If I write this is A, so just write in this way, diagonal entry, so 2, 2 and 3, so right. Now the other entry xy, so this will be minus 1, minus 1, and next is yz, so second row, third column, minus 2, minus 2, right, and next is, this is again minus 2 and minus 2. So this is a corresponding matrix. Now if it is a corresponding matrix, now we will reduce into the canonical form. So the again same method, I write it as A, which is 2 minus 1 minus 2, which is minus 1, 2, minus 2, again minus 2, minus 2 and 3. Here it is identity matrix, which is A matrix, again identity matrix. So here I can write it as 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So same. If I apply row operation, it will affect pre-matrix. If I apply column operation, it will affect the column matrix, this matrix. Now, to make these terms 0, so I apply the column operation, I apply the row operation. First is R2, this is R2, and plus 1 by 2 R1. Next is R3 plus R2. So this is a to apply this operation. So be careful. So I will apply the row operation. So this will applicable to first matrix. Now in this case, first row is same. So 2 minus 1 minus 2. So third row is just adding these two. So this will be 0, minus 3 and 1. Now here it is sum complex. So this will become a 0, no problem. Now multiply by 1 by 2, then add. So 2 minus 1 by 2, which is 3 by 2. 2 minus, this is 3 by 2. And again it is when multiply by 1 by 2, then add. So this will be minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. So this will be minus 3. So just check the calculation. So in order to check the calculation, so we get, I once again, so if we multiply by this term, 2, here it is 2, 1 and minus 2, 2, 1 and minus 2. So just to check the matrix A, first A matrix. So this is a, here in the given question, this is a plus. So this will be plus. So just remember, so here if it is a plus, so again it will be plus and this will be plus. If it will be plus, so there is some operation. So R2, this will become a, here it is plus. So R2 minus 1 by 2 R1. So here I will apply R2 minus 1 by R2. So this will become a 0. So this will be R2 minus 1 by 2. So this is a 3 by 2. So this is R2 minus 2, then plus 1. So this will be minus 1. So just check this values. So this will become a 2, 1, 2, 1. Sorry, here it is plus 1. So 2, 1, minus 2 and 0, 3 by 2, 0, 3 by 2 minus 1 and 0 minus 3, 0 minus here again R2 plus this. So this is again minus 1. So minus 1 and 1. So I get this term. So just it is a minus 1, correct this state. So I now apply this row operation at this place. So first is write 1, 0, 0, first row. Second is R2 minus 1 by 2 R1. So this will be minus 1 by 2, 1, 0. And third is adding this term. So here it is 1, 0 and 1. So this will become this kind. Now to make this term, this and this term 0, so I will apply the column operation. So what is column operation? It will be C2 first minus 1 by 2 C1. From this it will become 0. Then C3 plus C1. So this will become a 0. So this will become a 0. This will become a 0. So first I make this term 0. So if this term is 0, so this is, so this term is 0 by operating column operation. Now here, so first column is right 1, 0, 0. And what is second column? So it will be operated C2 minus 1 by 2 C1. So this is C2 minus, so here it is minus 1 by 2, 1 and 0. And third is C3 plus C1. So adding this is 1, 0, 1. So this will be our result. Now next step is to make this term 0. So just, so I will apply the row operation R3 plus 2 by 3 R2. So I apply this operation. So first it will become 2, 0, 0 and then it is 0, 3 by 2 and next is minus 1 and here it will be changed. So this will be 0, 0. Now what we here it is 1 plus minus 2 by 3. 1 minus 2 by 3. So this is a 1 by 3. So this will become a 1 by 3. So remember this, it is a 1 by 3. Now row operation affect this matrix. So just I write A and this is our next matrix. So it affect this. So first is same 1, 0, 0. Second row is also same minus 1 by 2, 1 and 0. Now what is third row? So third and second row. So if we multiply by, here it is 1. So this is 2 by 3. So minus 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 3. So this will be 2 by 3. Again 0 plus 2 by 3. Again it is 1 plus 2 by 3 into this. So it is a 0. So here we get this values. Now to operate the column operation, so I will make this term 0. So this will be C3 plus 2 by 3 into C2. I will operate, so this term will be 0. So this term will become a 0. So what is this term? So this term is 0. So this term will become 0. If this term will become 0, now here what I get, this is first column 1, 0, 0, no problem. Second is minus 1 by 2, 1 and 0. Now third is, so basically The third column is, this will become a, now here this is C3 plus 2 by 3 C2. So C3 plus 2 by 3. So this will become a 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 C3 is 1. So 1, this is a 1 and 1 minus this. So this is a 2 by 3. And again this value is 2 by 3. So adding, so this is a 2 by 3, this is 2 by 3, and last is this term is 1. So when we multiply by 2 by 3 positive term, so 1 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 2 by 3. So here I check that here 1 minus 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 0, 1, 2 by 3, and next is 0, 0, it will be 1, sorry, it will be 0, 0 and 1. So this will be 0, 0 and 1. Now from this we reduce it in diagonal form. So this is a diagonal matrix, so which is a diagonal matrix 2, 3 by 2 and 1 by 3. This is B matrix, and this is a P dash matrix, A into P matrix. So this matrix is a B matrix. So this is a B matrix. So what is P matrix? P matrix is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3, 0, 1, 2 by 3 and 0, 0 and 1. So what is the new transformation? So the new transformation, which is equal to x, y, z, x, y, z. So this can be written as P matrix. So what is P matrix? Which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. Next is 0, 1, 2 by 3, and next is 0, 0, 1, and this is x, y, z. So this linear transformation, the linear transformation, this linear transformation reduced to canonical form. So what is canonical form? So that is 2x dash square. So that will be 2x dash square plus 3 by 2 y dash square plus 1 by 3 z dash square. Now check that here, what is the index, what is the rank? So first here the rank is 3 and index is, so number of positive term 3, so R, and this is and number of variable n is again 3. Now clearly, so what is this? It is the total number of positive terms. So all are positive term. So it will be, then it is a, this form is a positive definite. So this form is a positive definite. So in this way we can check that whether our quadratic form is positive definite or negative definite.